Number 11 car of Matt Emery. We're number 3 down the inside. Fighting some demons with that car. It's the 120 car. Burley Concrete Company, created by Carroll Company. Christian Glass behind the wheel of the 120 car. Christian's outside. Sits the 01E car. Grandma K, A&L Handyman Service, Drivetrain Services. Eric and Thinkpad behind the wheel of 01E. Last and certainly not least, back in the drag slot. The mom and dad number 2X car. It's Cheyenne McCourt. There's your starting line. Glass had a great start to the season. Unfortunately, plagued by demons recently. In the last 3 races, they had 3 different motors underneath the 120 car. The Briggs & Stratton twin, something awry. They can't find the problem. They're chasing a little demon in there. We saw that earlier in the season with a number of different drivers, little bandoleros. You need everything out of them you can get. Was talking to Matt Emery's father. He said, we're off the pace by a lot. I said, how much is a lot? He said, about 4/10 of a second. That is a lot in this division. Here we go. We're talking tenths of a second. Think about it, race fans. Here we go. Chris Trickle brings them out towards the green flag. It waves. The foot goes to the mat, and we're off and running. Vinny Rucci down in behind Trickle. He's going to tuck in there behind the number 70 car. Cameron Stafford running in third right now. Matt Emery battles the outside the number 11 car. Up front is Chris Trickle. Trickle in the Western Mailing Services number 70 car. Almost had a feature event win the last time we were out. Unfortunately, a little bit of trouble for him as he dropped below the white line and was penalized. So number 70 car lost that feature event the last time we were out. But this time, look at this dominating fashion. He's driving around the racetrack. Vincent Rucci Jr. is tripping to watch this lock up the line 11 car. He comes up to speed just a pinch slower and will trail by 4/10 of a second behind Trickle. Trickle shows them the way. Watch for him to hit the marks. Every time I see him down the pits, he asks me if I have a feature event winner sticker for him. I said, you got to win him. And every time he touches them, he wins. Well, he touched them today, race fans. And look at that. He's out in front, number 70 car. Vincent Rucci Jr. runs along with number 2 spot. Cameron Stafford in third right now. Matt Emery in fourth. Further back through the field, Eric the Thinkpad running in 5th right now, followed by Cheyenne McCourt in a 2X car. Christian Glass way off the pace. Something horribly awry with the number 120 car. Had such a great season. Currently second in points, but currently way back at the tail of the field, the number 7 position for Christian Glass. I hate to see that happen. Chris Trickle, your points leader, 526 points coming into the race, had a 15-point lead over Christian Glass. It will extend tonight. Chris Trickle may be on his way towards a championship. 2009 season, he finished 7th with 1 feature event win, 9 top 5s, and 10 starts. He set 1 quick time that year. This year, this will be his 7th feature event win if he can hang on. Chris Trickle, a great young driver moving up through the ranks. We saw him down here last week. It'd be awesome to see him win this week as he is stepping them off down the front straightaway. Laps continue to go by. 7 laps the distance left to go for Trickle in the number 70 car. Christian Glass, as I mentioned, the 120 car currently second in points, but last on the field right now in the number 7 position. Putting the laps in, trying to get as many points as possible for the 120 car, is about to be lapped by the race leader, Chris Trickle. Trickle, the number 70 car, rolls out in turn number 2, quickly running down the lame 120 car. Vincent Rucci Jr. hoping something will happen. And Trickle goes to pass Glass. Hopefully he'll hold him up enough that Rucci in the number 911 car will be able to get him reeled in just a little bit. Grab a little bit of that distance he's lost. This Glass says you lift, you lose Glass. Respect Glass. It comes down to the driving and the car setup. Here comes Trickle down the inside of Glass. Glass gives him room, lets him drive one by. And Trickle, easy, moves past Glass, puts him and lap down on the field. Trickle crosses and strikes. Rucci crosses and strikes. 1.3 seconds behind Cameron Stafford. Currently running in third right now, the number 5 car. He trails the top 2 cars. The cars spread out on the racetrack. Chris Trickle, the setup perfect tonight on the number 70 car. Works the inside. Oh, look out! Cheyenne McCourt comes down. Cheyenne McCourt comes down, but Trickle's committed to it. He was committed. He spins. Oh my God. He spins. Trickle.
He does that every time.
Caution flag comes out. The caution flag flies. Chris Trickle moved down the inside of Cheyenne McCourt. McCourt came down. Trickle, the front end of his car was barely up there to the rear tire. Didn't check up, didn't drop in behind. He tried to force the issue here, and unfortunately contact was made, and Trickle spins down on the front straightaway. Trickle, if you look, Trickle just could not get the job done, didn't back out of it, tried to force the issue. It didn't pay off for him. Cheyenne McCourt couldn't see the front end on it. He was barely up into her rear wheel. You saw the cars there come together, the tires touching. Cheyenne McCourt had no visibility of his front end at that point in time. Wasn't sure he was there until the contact was made. Trickle, unfortunately, did not check out of it, or check up and back out of it, and dropped to the behind her. So he will rejoin the tail of the field. Unfortunately, his responsibility to make the pass successfully. Now, had he been up alongside where she had visibility of his car, it'd be a different matter, but that was not the case. So Vincent Rucci Jr. inherits the lead, the 911 car. Vincent Rucci Jr. looking for his first feature event win on the season. We thought he had one last time. He's back up front yet again. Chris Trickle trying to get his position back. Race officials notifying you have to go to the rear of the field. You brought out the caution flag, bud. You got to drop back. Trickle doesn't want to do so. So the lineup being given out there. Chris Trickle should be at the rear of the field. So the drivers, a little communication taking place here. We'll put the 70 car behind the 01E car. So he'll drop in front of those two cars. Those two cars right there are lap down, so they actually go to the tail of the field. 70 goes in front of the 2X car and the 120. Both of those cars are lap down, so lap traffic go to the tail of the field. 70 back behind Erica Thigpen. Erica Thigpen was still on the lead lap. In front of her, Matt Embry, the number 11 car. Cameron Stafford, the number 5. Vincent Rucci Jr. looking for his first feature event win on the season. His first feature event win ever, according to my little records I have up here. 2009, he said he wanted to finish the season inside the top 5, and he finished 5th on the season in points. He had 6 top 5 finishes and 13 starts. This season, he wanted to win a feature event. Well, tonight may be the night. Rucci's just got to hang on for 4 more laps for the 911 car. Vincent Rucci Jr., his car was slow coming up to speed. Cameron Stafford is right there in the number 5 car. He had his first feature event win last time we were out. Stafford's car seemed a little better on the restart. Rucci on the throttle. Stafford in hot pursuit right now as Rucci gets it waked up to speed. Stafford swings the outside of it. Looking to make something happen here, but Vincent Rucci Jr.'s got the lead. He's pulling away from Stafford out of turn number 2. Trickle on the restart. Quickly got around Erica Thigpen. Now to the outside of the number 11 car. Matt Embry. Embry trying to hold off Chris Trickle to number 70 car as they roll down and cross the stripe. Trickle to the outside. Embry to the inside. Trickle trying to find a space to work with. Trying to find something to work with in front of Embry. Embry will not relent. He pulls back up to the number 3 spot. Trickle continues to battle the outside. Up front, it's still all Vincent Rucci Jr. Vinny Jr., the 911 car, rolls out of turn number 4 and will cross the stripe with just 2 laps left to go. Trickle now down the inside of the 11 car. That battle is a done deal. Embry swings wide. Trickle drives on by into the number 3 spot. He's got a lot of running left to do in 2 laps if he's going to run down Vincent Rucci Jr. in the 911 car. Vinny Jr. up front. Cameron Stafford, the number 5 car. In the number 2 spot, here comes Chris Trickle, the number 70 car. The white flag flies. 4 more corners for the drivers. And Stafford makes something happen. Doesn't look like it. He'll swing a little bit wide out of turn number 2. Trickle runs him down. Trickle looks to the inside. Looks to the inside of the 5 car. Trying to find some room to work with. Not quite there. Here we come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Vinny Jr. Vincent Rucci Jr. picks up his first feature event win ever. What a run. What a run. What a relief for Vincent Rucci Jr. to finally shake the monkey off his back. 2 years he's battled for a feature event win. 2 years. He finally picks the first one up here late in the 2010 season. The Aqua Perfect, Balloon Lady, Hawthorne Plumbing, Blue Diamond, Designing Manufacturing 911 car snags his first feature event win.